So welcome to the Miracles and Science Transformative Center. Today, the 6th of April, I come with another daily life lesson. This daily lesson tells us about seduction. What seduces you to do what you do? This life lesson tells us that a desperate heart will seduce the mind. So, you find yourself in a situation where you feel compelled to do something. Maybe get some money, or buy something, or vibe someone, or anything that you think that you need to do. That mind will eventually be seduced by a desperate heart. When you are desperate, you find that you do something which the mind wouldn't actually permit you to do. And this is what happens when the desperate heart surpasses or overpowers the mind. This is a situation whereby you find that there are negative implications of an action that you want to take, but you feel again compelled to take a certain action regardless of the negative consequences. That is the situation whereby the desperate heart seduces the mind. Why this is the case is simply because the heart, which is the home of your emotions, is much stronger than the mind. So that's why in most cases you have to filter out what your emotions are actually speaking to you, so that the mind can be able to take the necessary action for the body in reality. That is why the mind actually is meant to filter out what manifests in reality. Otherwise, the emotions actually are not obvious of the reality. It is the mind that is in between the body and the emotions to be able to control you. Without it, it means that you're going to be acting out of emotion, like what you have heard some people refer to others. You find that in a situation where, for example, in a meeting, you want to make a certain budget pass. Maybe it is your departmental budget. You are so much desperate that you don't look at the negative implications of that budget on the business. And at the end of the day, your emotions overpower the mind, and then you end up actually signing it off and passing it, even when it was not supposed to be so. In that situation, it means that your desperate heart has seduced the mind. Always ensure that the mind is alert to take control of the emotions. When that doesn't happen, this is when we find situations whereby someone comes up in a meeting and fights a colleague. But when that person also does not realize what he's actually doing, until later on when the people say that he has come back to his or her senses, that's when he says, by the way, what has happened? What have I done? It is a situation where the heart has been allowed to seduce the mind, and eventually it influences the body. In summary, always take charge of your mind so that it is not seduced by the heart. And this has been the daily lesson for today, and thank you for watching.